Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're tackling something that is absolutely shaking up the digital world. It's called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. And believe me, it is completely rewriting the rules for how we get our content seen online. We're going to break down exactly what this means for you.
All right, let's just jump right in with a really big question. For, decades, we've been obsessed with getting people to click our links, right? But what happens when an AI, like ChatGPT or Gemini, just spits out the answer directly? Suddenly, the game isn't just about being on the results page anymore. It's about being the source for that answer.
And that, right there, brings us to this brand new acronym you absolutely have to get familiar with, GEO. Now, I know it sounds a little technical, but the core idea is actually pretty straightforward. And honestly, it's mission critical for anyone who's making anything online today.
So what is GEO really? Well, you can think of it like this. It's the art and science of making your content so good, so clear, and so authoritative that AI assistants just can't ignore it. You're basically fine-tuning everything, your articles, your data, your whole website, so that when an AI needs to answer a question about your topic, it looks at your stuff and says, yep, this is the one. It literally uses your content to build its answer.
And listen, this is not just some small incremental tweak to what we're already doing. As Don Phelps puts it, this is a fundamental change. And this guy knows what he's talking about. People used to call him the SEO guru, but now he's all in on GEO. He's basically saying that this is an entirely new ballgame for building authority online.
Okay, so to really wrap our heads around GEO, I think the best way to do it is to put it side by side with what we all know and, well, maybe not love, but what we know, traditional SEO. Because it's the differences here that really highlight why this is such a big deal. And here it is, the main difference boiled down to its absolute core. For years with SEO, the goal was simple. Rank, get to the top of that page, hit that #1 spot. But with GEO, the goal is to be cited. It's not about being on a list, it's about becoming the trusted source that the AI actually quotes, a totally different mindset.
Let's dig into this a little deeper. So with SEO, the whole objective, as we said, is ranking. With GEO, it's all about getting included in that AI-generated summary. The way your content is even displayed is different, right? It goes from a list of blue links you have to click to a single direct answer. And this last one, this is huge. How we measure success is changing. It's not just about traffic and conversions anymore. Now, it's about how often you're being cited as the source.
Okay, so this is all great in theory, but it all leads to the big question, right? How do you actually do this? How do you start optimizing to be cited? Let's get super practical and walk through a simple 3-step playbook.
So your path to success here really boils down to 3 core pillars. First up, research. And this means you've got to shift your thinking. It's less about single keywords and way more about the full conversational questions that real people are asking. Second, content excellence. This is non-negotiable. You have to create genuinely useful, super well-structured content with clear headings and marked up data. And third, technical foundations. Yep, the boring stuff still matters. A fast, mobile-friendly website with clean architecture is absolutely essential because if the AI crawlers can't read your site easily, you're invisible.
Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like any new strategy, you gotta be aware of the trade-offs. On the plus side, the benefits are awesome. You can get your brand seen across tons of AI platforms and really position yourself as a thought leader. But there's a flip side. For one, the metrics are still kind of murky and really hard to quantify. You're also at the mercy of AI algorithms that change constantly. And there's a genuine risk, if you're not careful, of churning out bland, robotic content just to please the machine. And to make things even more interesting, this isn't a one-size-fits-all game. You have to realize that different AI engines have, well, they have their own personalities. They have different preferences for the kind of content they like to cite.
So let's talk about the big one first, ChatGPT. What is it like? It tends to pull from sites that already have strong domain authority and a good reputation. Think positive reviews. It also really favors a natural, conversational writing style that just answers the question directly.
Now, Perplexity is a different beast altogether. It's obsessed with what's new and what's super specific. It rewards content that's timely, that's in a very particular niche, and, this is key, it puts a huge emphasis on whether you're being cited by other authoritative sources in your field. That can be even more important than a traditional backlink.
And finally, we've got Gemini. And look, since Gemini is Google's baby, it should come as zero surprise that it plays by Google's rules. It heavily favors content that nails the EEAT principles. That's experience,
expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And yeah, you guessed it, your technical SEO has to be completely on point. It's non-negotiable for Gemini.
All right, so let's tie all this together. What's the big takeaway for you right here, right now?
Okay, if you remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. GEO is not replacing SEO. It's not here to kill it. Think of it as expanding the playing field. It's a new layer on top of your existing strategy. You need to be visible in this new conversational world, but you still need that strong SEO foundation. The two have to work hand in hand.
So we're going to leave you with this one final thought to chew on. This isn't some far-off futuristic trend we're talking about. It is happening as we speak, right now. Your audience, your customers, they are already asking these AI tools questions. So the only real question left is, are you ready to be the one giving them the answers?